Let's go. Let's go, chat. What up? How's everyone doing? What up, chat? What up, chat? Zachy, what's up? What's up? Corey 2SS. NG Pitts, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Lambo, what's up? Bro, just start the stream. I had to get ready, man. Dang. Yeah, I'm trolling. Gotta start the stream when the stream's ready. My week was good, man. Weekend or week? We were green last week, I think like 5R. IBN, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? Goofy. What's up, brother? I'm gonna remove the drawings. We're gonna start this fresh. Do we have an NWAG? Hi from Somalia. That's cool. Appreciate the love. It's very cool. Somalia is crazy. That's a long ways away. What's our bias? I'm not sure yet. Not gonna lie. Gotta figure that out right now. That's for value. What up, S7? Slide with me, slide. You can slide with me, slide. We don't have an NWAG, do we? Why did you say crazy? It's just a far place away. Somalia is far for me. It's crazy that people are watching from that far. Like from that far away from me. Previous high sweat, probably bearish. Yeah, we're above the previous month high, yeah. Previous week high as well. PDH, yeah. PDH, previous week high, and then previous month high all being swept out. Yeah. Or it looks like it's about to flip. We're flipping over this gap. You can slide with me. I'm bullish unless we respect 15-minute bearish gap. This looks like it might want to go lower. His weekly also is due for some retracement. Sweeping out these lows, but I ultimately think we respect this and go lower. Yeah, we might be bearish, chat. Looks like ES is weaker, NQ stronger as of right now. Now what's concerning is the gap in the daily. Very small gap. I didn't even notice it. Those are not meaningful gaps if I can't even notice it. Is there one? Yeah, there's nothing over here. We already delivered off this. I think lows. I want to see this 15-minute gap respect. Because NQ is very strong, chat. I don't like this. We're coming off the lows. So you swept out lows. NQ is very strong. ES feels like it wants lower, and NQ feels like it's holding things up. So wait here. This is kind of a 4-hour range now too. We're SMT on NQ. NQ is definitely stronger. Yeah, the 15 minutes to line in the sand, I agree. NQ is very strong. You might see it come, because there's these low resistance highs too. You might see it pop up over this. At least NASDAQ. NASDAQ's probably going to run up above these highs and then come down. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Wouldn't surprise me if this sinks deep into this. Sells off. NQ pops above these highs real quick to take them out, and then we go. Kind of a weird session right now. Like, I don't have conviction in where this is going right now, so I'm gonna wait. I can see this 15-minute Sibi respecting on ES, but NQ's probably gonna pop above the highs first. Where's Ray Gilly at? Ray Willie? Ray Willie. Jay Dilly. He's probably working. 15-minute Sibi. Do we pop above this low resistance liquidity up here? Boom, boom. I think I'm bearish, chat. I don't see any reason to keep expanding right now. Also, if we're gonna go higher this week, we want to see this weekly candle open down at the low. So today it feels like it should be bearish. I just had to fix the mic. Baby, I could be a man, baby. If we just reject hard here, then we're not gonna sweep these highs out, I guess. Tried it, but then on me, do it again. Yeah, there's so many highs here. Yeah, there is that 1 hour gap up there. See if this rejects or not. I know everyone's a critic. Are you? Put that on me. If this holds strength up here, then we should see these highs go, but put that on me. Yeah, we have ISM manufacturing PMI at 10. What we got tomorrow? Nothing. No red folder. Oh, it's NFP week. I forgot. Duh. It's the NFP week. First Friday of June. First Friday every month. So we have an NFP week. I forgot today's June 1st. Not gonna lie. How's my coffee? Gotta move this thing over. My weather, rain operator. I'm gonna wait in here, chat. I'm not in a rush. Whole week ahead of us. I'm not in any rush to put stuff on. When it makes sense to me and it feels high probability, I'll put risk on. Right now, I don't feel that way. Operator. What's that, guys? Give me 2 seconds to handle it. All right, what we got? Brother, what time frame is it? It says it right down here. So anytime I'm on a time frame, like when I'm flipping through, if you just look right down here, it also says it up here. So this is a 15-minute. So it'll say right here, I'll say right here. Just for future reference. I'm not trying to make you feel stupid. I'm like explaining it to you for future. So there, it'll show my time frame and the ticker, and then here it'll show my time frame up here. So we're on the 15-minute right now, to answer your question. But I also wanted to show you how to tell. We might sell here. It's not running out the highs. Nah, bro got done dirty on stream. Nah, I wasn't even. Nah, I was just showing him how to see it, bro. I don't want him to be confused in the next stream. Pase over. Baby girl, I got to know ya. 15-minute internal. That rejection off NQ is better, but I thought ES was weaker. She called like the winner. I let my girl try to 10 girls in a sprinter. This is starting to look decent to the lows. And so far for dinner. Said I love language, Apple Pay, Cash App. If I were to short this, it'd be 80 point. I don't like that. How do I figure this out? How would I structure this? This doesn't feel like an A setup or a B setup. This feels more like a C to the lows. But I do feel like we should reach for this low. Ideally, I'd like to be out of that low, not this low. Baby girl, I got to know ya. I don't know how much I like this delivery right now. If this pops back up here. Trust that. Yeah, you want to see this come down to speed. She called like the winner. I'd want my stop up here though if I were to play this flip, and that's just terrible. Like I'm only getting 1.6 to previous day low. 80 point stop is rough. I do feel like this should keep going lower. Like, I don't want to see this pop too much. If anything, like I said, we could have just retraced harder up above these highs. And then I wanted to see it drop, but with the rejection we just got, it looks like we're going to leave that. It's too much, girl. It's too much, girl. That stop's not as bad, chat. If we played a PDL. I'm in a gap flip to PDL. I just have a feeling this might chop. 50-minute internal to the lows, though. We're playing trend model to the lows. She wanna do is just party all night. Sorry, girl, I ain't about that life. I might try to stab this. If it leaves us, it leaves us. Because I'm not like I'm not in a rush to take anything here. If I take one, it's 125. I need a good filler. I don't want it. Not gonna lie. I don't care if this goes to the lows without me. Like I want the R to make sense, or I don't want it. Trying to play trend model to the lows. But if it just goes without me, it goes without me, chat. Like I said, I'm not gonna over risk on something I don't have like crazy high conviction in. If this was like an A or a B, I'd hop in on this candle and over risk a little bit. But if I hop in down here, my risk is too much for me for a C setup. Like on my C setups, I risk 200 on prop. Yeah, if it doesn't pop up, I'm fine. I'll just let it run. Holy candle. No fill on that is crazy. I thought it was going to come right up to the limit. Not saying it hit it, but I mean, like, I thought it was going to hit on that candle. It's too much, girl. It's too much, girl. I don't mind this, but I give it like a C. I don't think this is... I'm not in anything yet. I'm waiting for a fill, and if it doesn't fill me, I'm just going to let it go. Chat, that didn't fill us by like 2 points. 3 points. Alright, well, I'm not taking it then. If it's going to go to the lows now. Like I said, I'm not going to rush into it and over risk if it's a B set or if it's a C setup for me. Because I don't love where my stop is. I also don't love how ES is chopping and hasn't hit the 15. I think there's an outside chance this just pops back up. I don't know. I low-key am liking this less and less. But if I get filled, I get filled. I have a feeling this is going to pop up and just go straight to stop. Not going to lie. Like, if ES comes and runs back up to the 15, it's going to dig deep into these highs. I don't like how there's the low resistance highs up here, bro. I don't know. This is making me... This setup feels weird to me. Yeah, Heather bands will be coming in. I almost want to pull it, but I'm about to get filled. Doesn't make perfect. I want you, baby. Is it worth it? See if we go to the lows. It should be going to the lows like soon. If it's gonna go to the lows, it should go to the lows very soon. Because if it doesn't, it's running up to these highs, chat. It's gonna be a stop. I'm gonna cut risk, chat. I'm gonna cut risk even more. I low-key don't like this. I don't know, my senses are they're tingling, bro. I don't like how these highs are up here. There's a 1 hour Sibby. It should leave this behind and we should go for these lows. Is the logic, but Let's see. Definitely a C setup for me. But I'm trying to kind of regain it. So if it just goes, I'll just let it go. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in a rush to get in down here. I move my stop down to my limit down to this. Because that's a 5-minute Sibby, so if it wants to come reach for that. But yeah, I'm not in a rush. Like, we have the whole week ahead of us. If it goes to the lows without me, it goes to the lows without me. I don't care, chat. I'm not in a rush to put stuff on that I'm not. Like, if it's an A+ setup, chat, I'm rushing to get in. I want to make sure I'm in. But on these C grade things, I'm not too. Like, it either fills me in at the price I want or it doesn't. I'm not taking this. Yeah, see, like, I feel it. I think we'll go to the lows now, but I'm fine just not being involved in this. Like I said, I'm not in a rush to get involved with price when it doesn't feel like an A setup or a B setup. If it's a C, I'll hop on if it gives me like the right fill. Whole week ahead of us. I feel like there's some nuance to this that I don't love. He still hasn't even flipped this gap. NQ's weaker right now, which is funny because I thought ES was weaker at open. Probably just stay out this chat. It's gonna run the lows. The only other setup I could see, chat, is if this comes up to the 5-minute Sibby before, tags it, then we play the 1-minute flip down. But really, my fill should have been in this candle if I was gonna take. Bring it to the crib and get all this. You want that feeling bad? We really shouldn't. No, we shouldn't go for these highs though. That would really. That doesn't feel likely anymore. Up there on this, when we were right here, felt very possible we could run out these highs then drop. But the way that price is delivering now, we shouldn't invalidate this leg if we're going to the lows. There's a 5-minute Sibby. Now if we drop into the 1-minute, we can look for something tighter. Maybe. I feel good. I got some time off, girl. It's been so long. Did you have fun? Cause I'ma need a cab just to get me home. We should go to the lows, chat. But it's very choppy too. Look at the 15. Look at the 15 and the 5. I don't know, man. Give it like a C at max. Still gotta feel ya. Still gotta feel ya. Still gotta feel ya. Whole week ahead of us, chat. I'm not in a rush. No rush, no rush. Patience. These lows should go though. It should play. This is a tight flip. This would be a tight flip, chat. What we could try to do is play to this and our break evens here. Tight trade though. All these low resistance highs up here. Like I'm the only one. Tell me all the things you want. Look at all these highs. Is it gonna pop over those or are we just gonna leave it? I need you to look at me like I'm the only one in the room with you. like I'm the only one. Patience, patience. If anyone's tempted, just take it on demo, yeah, or just trade eval. Like, to me, eval's demo. Not gonna lie. Like, some people might not feel that same way. That's how I treat eval. Eval is demo. I push risk on eval and pass as quickly as possible. I stop uploading YouTube videos. Nah, I'm not in anything right now. I'm just waiting. I stopped doing YouTube videos because it's a lot of work to film a bunch of long form videos, and I'm grinding live streams daily for you guys. So I don't really want to do a bunch of long form also, honestly. This pop, I don't know, I just felt it. I felt it, chat. Sometimes you just gotta lean on that discretion and demand more at a price when it feels weird. If it feels weird, generally, like my gut isn't lying to me. There are gonna be times when it feels weird to me and it goes straight to TP, and I have to live with that because my discretion generally prevents more losses than it does winners. I'd probably be getting stopped on this, but it's my stop would be, where was it? I think it was up there. I don't know, we'll see. If this flips back down, we can try to short it. I don't like this right now. That just looks choppy. I'm not in a rush to... I would have been putting on a decent amount of risk too for all my fundeds because I have everything on a copier. And so I'm not in a rush to put that risk on. Tell me that another right back. Love, why we choosing violence? Please don't stop live trading, never ever. In future we want it to continue. That's the goal, man. If it keeps growing and the stream keeps getting bigger, we'll keep doing it. What's up, Gray? How's it going, brother? I recognize you from the Discord. We're not in anything, chat. You're gonna see when I'm in the trades. You'll see a blue line and you'll see the fill. You should be able to see the fill. You can tell when I fall right back. Why we choosing violence? I think I'd still be in the original trade with a wider stop. When price is choppier and a little bit more sus, I like to have a bit of a wider stop on. When I have conviction in where it's going and price is trendy and has speed, that's when I'll get a little bit tighter on my stops. Look at ES right now, chat. We're just avoiding this chop until that shows some attention. See if we come down now. It's been harder to try. Yeah, this is nasty. I still feel like the low should go. We should reach for these lows, but the delivery down is just bad. What am I running from? Perhaps we just consolidate and then set up the 1 hour SIBI to go. But patience, 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 chat. We're not in a rush. Whole week ahead. If you're feeling like you need to get in something right now, just walk away or take eval. And it shine like a gun. That discretion, chat. The discretion's been saving us lately. Gold. Sure. Sure. They must have switched contracts. Good time. And it shot like a gun. What am I running from? I thought this swing high. Oh, gold just looks nasty. Gold looks nasty on the higher time frame. Bearish 1 hour order flow. 4 hour order flow is looking quite bearish too, like it's gonna flip this gap. Daily bearish order flow. Consolidating. Stop hunt of these highs. I like lower. I think lower to there. You want to see this hold. Retrace and hold most likely in here. So you want to see this leg hold. This daily consolidation, we ran out the highs. Should be in 45 minutes. It's gonna form that. Right now, there's nothing up here to retrace. Probably just messes around a little bit. Yeah, this is chop, chat. This is chop at the lows. We swept these lows and now we're just consolidating. We're avoiding holding through this chop trash. Baby, I'm sick of us. What up, Retro? What is this, PA? Straight chop. Straight chop, man. Straight chop. Chat, I'm chilling on my phone. This is bad price. Like, we're just gonna wait. We'll wait. We might get something today, but we gotta see some intention around price. I'm certainly not interested right now. I had a little bit of interest before we started really chopping in here, but now that more information is showing us just trade this tight 5-minute range, until we retrace hard up with speed or run these lows, good. I don't want okay. La 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 la. I was helping my girlfriend move stuff all day this weekend. My back hurts. My back. Sound like an old man. Chat, my unk. Oh, we're running a poll. We're running a poll, chat. I'm 26. Alright, I'm 26. I am balding. Not balding, I am bald. Because my dad's bald. I have genetics in my family that make me bald. We're running a poll. Chat, am I young? Am I unk? Yes or no? I need to know, chat. Everyone vote in the poll. Am I unk? Yes or no? I'm 26 and my hairline's cooked. To add some context. How can I not see the poll? I have no idea. My cup. Oh, this is trash, chat. Alright, we're avoiding a loss. We're avoiding a loss off that nuance. Discretion. What's unk? Like uncle. Unk is just like a term for an older person. I gotta be, if I'm not unk status, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta be approaching it. So I don't know, chat. If I'm not unk, I gotta be approaching unk. Like I'm right at the threshold of unk, bro. If I'm not there already. Not gonna lie, I gotta be honest. Unknown day trader, what's up, man? Not looking unk. If there's like a threshold for UNC status, I gotta be like pushing it right at it. I'm right below it if I'm not already there. It's a straight chop though. I could say some cringy like brain rot stuff, and then I won't be UNC. It'll cancel out the UNC status. Bro, how are you 50-50 UNC? Yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel the same way. I don't know if I'm UNC or not. It's close. I'm right there. What's UNC? You guys have never heard that? You got the UNC wisdom. That's true. That is true. I restarted the stream. Now I can see the poll and everyone talking. Yes, sir. If you guys could drop a like on the stream right now, that'd be great. I really appreciate it. UNC is above 32. Who set that number? Wait, what? Did you get that from the internet, Retro? Or is that just your criteria? Like, what is the actual criteria for unkage? Do you have to actually be an uncle? Yeah, drop a like, drop a like, drop a like. Shout out to Goofy. Do a Goofy set. Drop a like on the stream, please. I really appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the love. I want to keep growing this thing and spreading as much information and love as I can, man. I'm excited for it. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Has to be 45? 45 is a crazy... 45 is a crazy number. We could ride. Plus, I'm an uncle. I'm an uncle too. I'm actually an uncle. So I gotta be unc, right? I forgot to mention that. I'm actually an uncle. So I gotta be unc, right? In India, average uncle is start from 32 and above. I'm 44. I'm an uncle to loads. 60 is for sugar daddies. We have a real uncle in the chat. I'm a real uncle. You have a real uncle live on stream, bro. I have 2 nieces. I'm an uncle to 7. I'm only an uncle to 2. My nieces are so cute. I'd show you guys them, but I just want to keep that private. It's also, you know, my sister's daughters. I don't think she's comfortable with me putting that on the stream, but they're very cute. Uncle live streaming. Bro, I'm same as your age, but get to here 20, so it ain't unc. I don't know. I'm confused by that message. What's the poll say? The poll's 50-50. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm right there. If the criteria to be unc is being an uncle, then I'm unc. This is straight chop, chat. I'm Googling it. What is the criteria for someone to be considered unc? Urban Dictionary, unc status. Okay, this is a good way of defining it. When you're old enough to not understand things targeted for younger audiences, or when you've reached an age that is relative to your friends old. It says unk status when you're just chilling and you realize that some SHI, you know, you feel like was just yesterday was actually years ago, and you realize you're old as bricks. Unk status if you had to check your unk. That's funny. Damn. We're cooked. That's funny. It literally says if you had to check your unk. Chat, we might be unk. Do you understand 6-7? I understand the origin of it. It's just brain rot. It's from the Instagram edit. It's LaMelo Ball and then that other kid, and it's the 6-7. I just been straight on the highway. No. It's that edit. That song. I was playing Fortnite with my girlfriend, and this like 12-year-old kid was in our lobby, and I like as a joke, obviously satirically said 6-7. I was like 6-7, and he's like, "You're old," and I was like, "Damn." Hey bro, do you know how I can enter trades fast and place my contracts? Because I'm frustrated now. Enter trades fast? You got a market order if you want to. So like, if you really want to make sure you're getting in, add the buy and I mean, I don't know what you're executing on, but if I wanted to market sell and market buy, I'll just use the buy and sell buttons. I don't feel like I need to do that for my trading. I usually will place a limit. So like if I'm gonna, let's say I want a long, but I want my fill down here. I have my order. I obviously don't want to place it right now because I want my fundeds. I don't want to place a trade, but what I do is I'll have my buy limit resting at like the area I want, and then if it's a good trade, like if it's an A or a B setup and I want to make sure I get involved, I drag my buy limit above the current market price, and that basically just turns it into a market order, so I get filled right here, if that makes sense. So like I'll look for a limit if I can get it, but if I feel like I'm gonna miss the opportunity, if I'm gonna miss the trade, then I'll take the worst entry fill and I'll drag it above the current price like this, and then boom, it fills me right at market. Basically, you can only do that kind of stuff with futures, so I always recommend futures because it spreads in liquidity. But what of the you got to know what contracts, like you got to know what your risk is. Like when if I'm sizing, I put my risk in here. I just look at my risk. So like you can either change it to risk USD or units. That's why I like executing on TradingView, because it has a built-in sizing tool. Like if I want to risk 200 bucks, it gets me as close to that as possible with 3. So then it sizes me. So you can either do risks or you can just do units. I just do units, and then I look at the risk down here. So like if I want 2 units, I'm risking 120. See how it calculates it for me? That's why I like TradingView executions. This so like right now, if I put this buy limit order right here, it's above current market price, I'll just get filled at market. Basically, I'll just get filled like right here. Like I'm basically buying the ask, I believe. I'm more of a limit order guy, and then I just drag it above market price. How I see it, it just basically turns it into a market order. Let's go. 53% say no. It's close, man. It's close. Limits are best for patient traders. Yeah, for traders who want like a specific specific fill. That is Monday. What's Monday? Oh, like the price? Bad price. Yeah. Facts. Charmaine, Mondays suck. Mondays just universally suck. Everyone that works, 9 to 5 and has their Their day jobs hates Mondays, going back to work, and then for traders, Mondays suck too. So it's just Mondays just universally are bad, I guess. We chose. Yeah, I don't know. This is just chop, man. I know it's bad. Yes, chop chop. We have money, even Leonardo can't beat an uncle. Leonardo DiCaprio. Doesn't that dude like reset girls anytime they hit 27 or something? What is the number? It's some number, but he always resets his girlfriend anytime she hits the threshold. Bro, that's so bad. That's really bad, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That's bad. That's messed up. Like I almost feel bad for them and him. You can't just like truly love someone for who they are, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's a bit superficial. He just wants looks, I guess. It means he's not truly in love with any of the women he's with. If you truly love someone, you want to grow old with them. 23 to 26. As soon as they hit the 26 threshold, he's like, get her out of here. That's kind of depressing though. Like I hope you can like truly love someone eventually. But also the girls know what they're signing up for, you know what I mean? Like at this point. It's just kind of depressing. Money does not buy happiness. If you don't do the work on yourself, and if you don't feel fulfilled and purposeful, you know, find purpose through the Lord, find purpose through the things that you do every single day, it doesn't matter how much money you have, I promise. You can look at so many different people that have crazy worldly possessions and it does nothing for them because there's still a void in their heart. So you have to find purpose and fulfillment through people, through love, through the things that you do, through helping others, through God, through Jesus, all these things, right? Through the Lord first, because if you find love through the Lord and you feel his love, then you can find that. It just fills that void. He'll fill the void. I was thinking about it last night, not gonna lie. Before I was going to bed, I was like, dang, time is flying, man. Time is really flying. Money, I don't even think money can buy temporary happiness. Money just buys security. Like money might reduce some stress, but it really depends. Like financial burden, money can reduce financial burden. It's not good when you're stressing all the time about money, obviously. But once you have your needs met, anything beyond that, it just doesn't, you know what I mean? You're just always chasing another high. Like you get the supercar, now you want a private jet, then you get the private jet, now you want whatever, you know, it never ends. It never will end. That's why it's important to genuinely enjoy what you do. I wake up every day, I look forward to trading and I look forward to streaming. I find this fun. Interacting with you guys, sharing information, praising the Lord, talking about my struggles, talking about my life. and venting to you guys and hearing you guys talk about it in chat. I love it. I love streaming. See if we go to these lows now. It's so funny because now ES is leading lower. It was looking like NQ was weaker there. It's just chop and we're just having these little strength switches. I don't trade MT5, no. MetaTrader, isn't that CFD? I don't trade CFD. Sorry, bro, for all my beginner questions. Bro, don't apologize, man. Don't apologize. It's good to ask questions before you put on risk. You're already a step ahead of most people because there's such a low barrier to entry with trading. Most people aren't asking the questions. They're just losing money asking questions after. I'm used to lot sizing on MetaTrader 5, so I'm just trying to get used to trading view execution. Are you trading CFDs or are you trading futures, Lord FX? Lord FX, I'm going to assume you trade CFD. I would recommend trading futures. That's so right. You inspire me a lot. I appreciate it, man. I like that. I love that. To be honest, I enjoy joining your stream. It's fun. I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be doing the streams every day. Genuinely look forward to it. I like talking to you guys a lot. But it's also fulfilling for me. If I can help you guys get better at trading, save you from losing money, make you money even, if I can praise the Lord and plant that seed in you guys to seek the Lord more and build a relationship with him, there's nothing more fulfilling in my life. And then also just streaming and getting better at trading for me. I actually feel like the streaming is helping me hold myself accountable more. Because all my flaws and all my issues in my trading are highlighted every day. So it's like, I have this on recording every day, highlighting where my flaws are, what I need to work on. It also helps me buy into my rules, because if I say my rule is this and I'm on stream, I gotta practice what I'm preaching, right? It's easier when you're off stream or when no one's watching to break rules behind closed doors, which I still don't really do, but I feel like the trading helps me hold myself accountable. I don't overtrade, I don't FOMO, I don't do anything like that, but it just helps me fully buy into what I'm doing and hold myself accountable. I'm trading futures now. You help me get better. You can trade futures on MetaTrader 5 now? Have you always been able to do that? Trading AMP futures. Ah, yes you can. Is that new? Because I used to think that was just CFD. To trade futures on MT5, users must connect with a broker that offers futures data. I would recommend TradingView. No, I'm using TradingView. Yeah, that's good. So what's your question, Lord? I like TradingView execution. Some people hate on it. I have zero issues. If you're a micro hyper scalper, you might need something better. That's not how I trade though. I'm more deliberate and intentional with how I trade. So I'll wait for like the flip. I'll get my risk reward tool set. Like my process for going through a trade, to walk you through it, Lord. You also can just go watch the streams, the old streams where I take trades. But if I was to long, which I'm not right now, I'm not in anything. So chat, disclaimer, I'm not in a trade. I'm not thinking about longing. I'm just showing an example of how I would take a trade. If I were to try to long up here, right? Well, I have a buy limit that's going to get... So first, let me collect myself. If I want to cook up a trade idea, the first thing I'm doing is I'm creating this risk reward tool. This is for trading view executions. I'm creating a risk reward tool where I want my TP, where I want my entry, and where I want my stop. Because right here is going to be my stop loss, right here is going to be my entry, and then right here is going to be my target, my TP. From there, once I have that idea generated, once I have that structure there, now I'm going and I'm dragging it to where I want it in terms of the entry. I right click it, create limit order, and then now I can go and I can do market, limit, stop, stop limit. I generally am just always trying to buy with a limit and then doing what I described before, where like if I want to get filled down here, I'm not going to get filled until that limit gets hit. But if price just starts ripping up, then I'll drag this limit above current price and it effectively just kind of turns it into a market buy. And then from there, it's just sizing. Like you can do units or you can do USD risk. If you want to risk like $400, it's going to get you as close to that as possible. So 356 is as close as I can get to $400 risk without going over. Or you can just do units, whichever you prefer. Like I'll usually just go like this and just look at, and I'm looking at this number as I change my units. 56, yeah, let's risk $4,000. Hopefully that helps. That's the process for executing for me. If you're like a hyper scalper, you might need to turn on buy and sell orders. Buy and sell buttons like this, and then buy and sell the ask. That's going to be your contract quantity. I don't need those. I don't even keep them on the chart. Yeah, 5%ers actually reached out to me about like affiliation and stuff, but they're newer. I just took payout with Alpha Futures the other day, guys. They paid me out within like 24 hours, so Alpha Futures for sure has my stamp of approval. I thought I got my Lucid account to pay out, but I actually just got it a buffer. So I've already made full buffer on the Lucid, so I should be close to the Lucid trading payout. This Monday is a patient session to chop. Yeah, we're sitting here chilling. Price is chopping and we're just chopping it up. We're just talking. What do you think about taking partials? I take partials, but I try to do it. My philosophy with how I trade is I trade the market. I don't trade my risk or reward. And that's something I really had to work on. Because I used to be the type, I'll give you an example. So I used to be the type of trader that just wanted static 2R all the time, and I was very rigid. So I'd be like, it's just, again, I'm not, for anyone that's new to the stream or just watching, I'm not cooking up a trade idea. We're just talking. I'm not trying to long right now. I'm not interested in anything right now. But I used to be the type of trader where like I would just want static 2R. And so you can see my 2R's up here. This is my TP. This is how I used to trade. I don't do this anymore. Well, if we long, when we take out these highs, that's a major external that we've just taken out. So instead of trying to hold through these highs right here, this high, to get my static 2R, what I do now is I'll just trade the markets to that high and accept what my R is. Right? So I don't care if I'm not getting a perfect 2R every time. I'm trading the market level to level. I want to trade. The market doesn't care about my R. It doesn't care about how much money I'm up or down. It doesn't care about any of that. So I want to just trade the market level to level. That was a big adjustment and refinement I made the last couple of years, was shifting from like a static 2R target type of thing, a R target type of thing, to now just trading the market level to level. Once it hits the area where I think we can see a reversal or reaction, I'll just get out. It's the same logic with my break evens. I used to break even more off just like feel, which makes it more inconsistent. Whereas now I try to break even off of areas of reversal where when we hit that, we can come back down and take a stop. So everything that I do, I try to base off the charts and structure. That was a big thing that helped my trading a ton. Helped my win rate, helped my trade management. But 100% to this day, chat, the hardest thing in my opinion, other people will tell you, you know, other things, but for me, my biggest struggle is trade management, the stop management. Not even targets like partials or targets taking things off. That's easy to me. But the stop management, like live stop management while you're in the trade, I find that still very difficult to get right. I've worked on it a ton. But different markets trade differently. And then so sometimes you're going to see more break evens and you're going to see a lot of trail outs before hitting full PT. And then other times we get these markets that just run and then you're trailing out too early. It's just, stop management is very difficult. You're never going to have it perfect all the time. I don't think my buddy Chris is in the chat right now, but something we always talk about is that no matter what you do in trading, it's just a game of pros and cons. So what I mean by that is no matter what choice you make with your trading, there's a pro, there's an upside to it, and there's a downside to it. If you trail looser with your stop losses, generally you're going to give back more profits if we retrace. And if you trail tighter with your stop losses, there's going to be times when you trail out and then it just runs for a ton of R. Things like that. Pros and cons to everything you do, so you just have to be fully bought into whatever decisions you make. After 2R, I trail stop loss. Yeah, I trail stop well before that. Yeah, Lucid is solid. If anyone from Lucid prop firms in the stream or sees the stream, I'm trying to be affiliated with Lucid. It's definitely a top 3 firm. I don't know what just happened. Definitely a top 3 firm. I have 0 issues with Lucid and I trade with them myself. It's all about how patient you are and where you set stop losses. This is straight chop chat. We avoided a lot of chop. Stop asking Ricky questions. Join the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord. Join the Discord, guys. I'm not an order flow trader. I don't trade book map or anything like that. To me, I'm a candlestick. I'm a price action trader. I've never traded book map, but I know book map is just like a heat map of all the resting orders. This is a trash session. This is really bad, guys. Yeah, we avoided a loss. I think the original short I had charted up was something like this. I don't even remember at this point. We definitely avoided a loss though. That nuance, that discretion doesn't lie, chat. When the spidey senses go, usually a good indication that it's not a good trade. But you can only have that feeling and you can only start to get that sense when you have crazy chart time. You also just trade the model a ton. So the discretion and harmony model is what adds to my win rate. Like if you trade harmony as it is without any of the nuances and discretion, your win rate is probably going to be 50% with close to 2R, or maybe a little less than 50% with 2R. But as you start to get a feel for the nuances, the discretion, price, it'll go up to the 60s. And then you have a very good edge with 2R. Obviously, it's going to vary from person to person, but that's my experience. I mean, a 60% win rate, you literally need 1R to make money with a 60% strike rate. We're averaging 2R on our risk reward. It's like 1.9 to 2R. You still won't leave. My philosophy with the R targets though is I'll take anything from like 1.5 to 2. Hey Sophia, is it really love? This is really bad price, guys. Bad price. Yeah, I'm making this coffee last, chat. Making the coffee last. I'm about to go in the Discord and see what everyone's saying. Not next to me. Monday, Tuesday, coming well seen. Thursday, you gonna meet Baby King. But on Saturday, we practicing the birds and the bees. When I say that I ain't Buddha, I mean I'm never coming back. Look at this discrepancy, chat. Big discrepancy. I feel like we should still go for PDL, but it's just very choppy. I don't know. I'm not touching this. We gotta see something at a price, some intention. Honey, honey, not next to me. Thursday, you gonna meet Baby King. If you guys are Patriots fans, chat, I think we're getting AJ Brown today. That's what it sounds like. Yo, why did we just get murdered with viewership? We just cut our viewership in like half right there. I don't know what just happened. We had like 50 before. Sitting quiet, alright. Thursday, you gonna meet Baby King. "24 votes, which means it's 12 yes and 12 no. 50% I'm Unk. Yes, 50% I'm Unk no. Split right down the middle about me being Unk or not. But it cuts till it bleeds. Got this little small bissy. Trash Monday, chat. Very trash Monday. We're SMTing off these lows up. We still have all these highs and it's just engineering them. We still have all those highs just sitting. And then ES is just stalling down here. This is bad. Bad, bad, bad. If you touch this right now, chat, you're getting cooked. I can tell the future, chat. If you put risk on in this, you're gonna lose. That's my prediction. We'll see if we can get anything, but right now it's definitely slow. Straight chop. Yeah, it's just range today. Think about it this way, chat. We have a new monthly candle. So if we're going to continue to expand all-time highs, most likely we're going to see this monthly candle open where it is, come down, set a low, right? Open low. Then it's going to expand up, create the high, and then it's going to close. Which is why the other day, when it was whatever day it was, the end of the month, I was expecting this monthly candle to come down a little bit to close. I feel like I'm gonna go for so open low, high, close. We want to see this monthly candle open low, which is why I feel like to start this week we should see some sell down here, but it's just slow. ES looks weaker. What's going on with our lives? I'd rather short ES. How did you get into trading? I got into trading on Robinhood. My buddy just showed me him making money on options on his phone, which in hindsight, obviously he was just like winning a couple option calls. He wasn't actually long-term profitable. He probably lost all that money, but I just saw him make like 500 bucks in a day on his phone with the options call. It was either Tesla or Apple. It was one of the large cap Max 7. It was either Tesla or Apple. He made like 500 bucks off an options call on Robinhood on his phone. So then I downloaded it, and I'd like put 500 bucks in, lose all of it, put 500 bucks in, lose all of it, put 1,000 in, lose all of it. And I was like 19 years old, so I was just gambling with no strategy, just buying option calls for no reason and seeing if it goes up. And then I would just sell it off of a feel. Like there was no strategy, no edge, no discipline, no risk management, nothing. Obviously, I just lost all my money back then. Then I was like, all right, I'm actually trying to learn how to trade this instead of just... okay, so I started with options, Robinhood, all that BS. Lost money. Then I was like, all right, I want to actually learn about like stocks and investing in stocks. So then I started to look at small cap stocks and like swing trading them. So just holding for like weeks or months. Didn't really resonate with that. And then I was like, I'm gonna learn how to day trade. So then I started looking at YouTube videos, and the YouTube videos I used to watch when I first started to learn how to day trade were Carmine Rosado, supply and demand stuff. So I started to learn supply and demand through his YouTube. And then I was like, I'm gonna buy his course. So I bought his supply and demand course. Then I was in there for like a year and a half trying to learn how to trade supply and demand and patterns and like price action stuff. Found out I really like price action concepts, but supply and demand was too subjective for me, and I couldn't buy into it. I also just I was new to trading, so it's more than that. But then I found ICT, started studying ICT for years, simplified it and built it into the Harmony model, and here we are. So Harmony is ICT concepts, but it's a very simplified version. And it's just everything that I feel is necessary with ICT. I strip down all the stuff that I think is noise, basically. For me, it's fair value gaps and liquidity. That's all I need. I don't care about breakers. I don't care about mitigation, propulsion block. I don't care about time theory, really, other than being within kill zones. Like, I understand kill zones of volatility are important, but I'm not worried about counting candles and all that nonsense. Started ICT concepts watching TJR. That's tough. That dude is not a real trader. That's all I'll say. He trades. Alright, I'm choosing violence here, but this dude trades indices on an offshore CFD broker, chat. Like a sketchy offshore CFD broker. He's trading the S&P and the NASDAQ. What does that tell you? Like, just put 2 and 2 together. What does that tell you, chat? You would only trade the S&P and the NASDAQ on a sketchy offshore broker for one reason, and we all know what that is. Otherwise, he would trade futures, and if he traded futures every single day, he would just get cooked. While learning about ICT, you were the third person I learned and refined price action from. One was Humble Hawk, and Sir Pickle, then trading patiently. That's fire. Appreciate it. Then I started watching ICT No Rant, the niche ICT concepts. ICT No Rant playlist. So funny that there's like a market for that. I don't know why that always makes me laugh. Bro be talking so much, someone made a niche playlist for him talking with no rant. ICT No Rant is goated. It's just like anything, bro. No matter what you learn, whether it's ICT, whether it's order flow, whether it's supply and demand patterns, you can build edge, but there's just so much work that has to be done no matter what route you go. You gotta get hella reps, tons of data, tons of screen time, add in discretion, learn how to manage risk and position size properly, learn how to manage drawdowns, learn how to be disciplined, manage your emotions. It's every day is a battle. Every day is a battle, chat. That's why I kind of like the Knight logo. I think I'm gonna go with this logo, chat. Put on your armor and go to battle the charts every single day. There's also a nice Bible quote in Ephesians that talks about putting on the full suit of, like, the full armor of God every single day to stand up against the devil's schemes, which I love. So we'll connect to that, and we'll connect it to just going to battle every day at the charts. but this goes hard. Personally, I like this better than the tiger. I know he voted last stream, chat, but ultimately I gotta go with my gut. Why not tiger, bro? Tiger won the poll. Bro, this night goes way harder. This night goes way harder. This night is sick. Every day's a battle. You gotta wear your armor. I like the night better too. See? NG Pitts knows ball. There's definitely a group of people that like the night way better. It goes way harder. The tiger's cool, but it's time to level up. What was the point of the poll then? To see what you guys thought? I'm trying to see what you guys thought about the logos, but it doesn't mean I have to go with the poll. Yeah, but I think majority like the tiger. I think majority like the tiger because the continuity, like because my current logo is a tiger. I think that's the only reason. Okay, Unc. Yo, chill. He said, okay, Unc. Yo, you're funny, bro. 6'7". There we go. I'm not Unc no more. Chat. That's so cringy. What are you guys gonna do if I just spam 6'7" every live stream? I'd probably stop watching. Bro cooked you with the Unc thing. I'm 50-50 on the poll, chat. It's split down the middle. 12 votes yes, I'm Unc, and 12 votes no, I'm not Unc. But now the night goes hard, I'm gonna be honest. That's the other tiger. I like the night better. Every day at the charts is a battle. I'll unsub immediately. Nobody clip me hitting 6'7", please. That was crazy. This is straight chop, chat. You like how we avoided all of this? That's chart time. %52% yes. We gotta get that down. Someone just saw me hit the 6'7" and was like, yeah, that's Unc. That's an Unc for sure. Don't you give up on a Monday. This is a booty Monday, chat. No bueno. This looks like it's gonna come up now, I'm not gonna lie. This really does look like it's gonna come up. SMT off the lows. We have the low resistance liquidity highs. Right here. We have the 1 hour SIBI. And then this is just not... It's not reaching for the lows. NQ so strong. I think this plays up. I actually think longs play, chat. I think we come up. I really do. So the SIBI is right here. Yeah, I think that longs are gonna play now. And I need a... Pick me up and bring me back to life. Bro, block the 52% from live. It's back to 50. We're good. My chat's riding with me. I'm not Unc, man. If I'm not, though, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm not Unc, I'm right there. I'm pushing Unc status for sure. Watching these charts as aids, basically. We got the whole rest of the week. There's no rush. What you give up? I'm 21. I think I'm chilling. You're definitely chilling at 21. I got 5 years on you. This is coming up now. It's gonna run these highs, chat. If it runs these highs in the next 30 minutes, chat, drop a like on the stream. It's gonna come retrace this 1 hour Sibby. Do it again. This is the nuances. When we were looking at the shorts down here and it was kind of just stalling and choppy, we talked about these signatures being a little bit a low probability. Just stream hopping currently because of trash PA. How have you been? What's up, bro? I'm good. Yeah, it's bad PA. We're just chilling. I like longs in terms of draw. I think we should reach out for this 1 hour Sibby. If it was gonna go run these lows, I would have already done it. Now we SMT, bullish SMT off the lows. Both ES and AQ both have the internals to retrace, and then we have the low resistance liquidity up here. This definitely should reach for the highs now. Life is short, chat. Life is short. We're all gonna be unks. That's why I want to move though, because I don't really want to stay in Connecticut. I want to be somewhere that I enjoy every day. Like the winters here are brutal and I'm unhappy in the winter. I'm an unk. I'm literally an uncle. I'm 50%, 52% no right now, chat. Kind of cooking. I'm in main chat of the Discord right now if you guys are in there. What are the 4 things that you need before you take a trade? The framework for my model. Do you want, like, are you talking about specifically for the model? Or, because every model has the same framework. You need these. It's really this 3 framework. And then the other thing I would really just say after that is like, I don't demand this, but it plays into the grading and it plays into how I hit my risk. Like nuances. It's this type. This is a structure really for how I break down trades. I guess you could add like risk reward, but I don't really consider that framework, more so just part of the process. I'd say like this is a 4-step framework. You need a clear draw that you have conviction in, right? You need to have a very clear, obvious draw on liquidity where price is reaching for. Then you need a narrative, meaning you need something that price is trading into that you can trade off of. So like a 15-minute internal, a 1 hour internal, or a liquidity area. That's your narrative area. From there, you're dropping into the lower time frame to look for an entry model, an inversion, order flow flip entry, right? So what's on my radar? But like narrative and draw are both using internal and external gaps and liquidity. How do you spell happened? You spelled it right the first time. The first one. Nuances. So like the nuances and all these arguments for the trade, once it meets this framework right here, give me the grade. And then if the grade is an A or an A+, I slam risk. Because when I know I have more edge, obviously I'm going to put more chips in the pot. I want to maximize my winners. If I have a C setup, you can cut risk a little bit more. That's why we avoided the loss today just by demanding a little bit more out of price, but also just not rushing to get involved. Bro, when I was learning to trade, I saw people saying you can't learn and be good at trading in a year. It's kind of true. Unless you have someone directly teaching you every day to shorten the learning curve. Like, you need mentorship to do that. You need it. 100%. You need a mentor to be able to do that. 1 year by yourself, just throwing yourself into the fire with no mentor, you're not going to do it. I don't think anyone can do it. Personally, that's my opinion. There's too much to learn. There's too much trial and error that you can only learn through chart time and reps to just beat that learning curve that fast. You got 52. Best time to dismiss the poll. I'm leaving it running. But I'm just a quick learner. I guess your definition of good is the determining factor. Because I don't think hitting one payout is a good trader. I think having consistent payouts, having consistency in your model, discipline, risk management, being able to basically be green every month out of the year, or most months out of the year, 9, 10, whatever it may be. You're gonna have a bad month every so often, or a red month. It's gonna happen. But consistency and then consistent payouts, that's to me what makes a good trader. Because anyone can hit one payout just pushing risk and variance. We avoided all this trash, chat. This is what also makes you profitable, because if you can avoid this garbage and avoid losing in it, you're protecting capital for later in the week. I guarantee you a bunch of people are cooked right now today, trying to trade this shop. But yeah, I'm bullish, chat, into this high. I want to see these highs go. We're looking at this low resistance liquidity. It should get rain in like the next 20-30 minutes. That's my bias right now. Short-term bias into the 1 hour cibbies. All right, chat, bullish. Short-term bias. %. No, I'm not unk. Let's go. Let's go, chat. My girlfriend just texted me and said, "You're not unk, LOL." If I take my hat off, I probably will skew the poll. If I take my hat off right now, the poll is gonna be straight yes, I'm unk. Chat, if the hat comes off, we're all saying I'm unk. Unfortunately. Too much, girl. It's too much, girl. I've seen you without the hat. Took the 15 to 5 minute L. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Donna. In here. Just like discretion, man. That's all it is. Just avoiding stuff, demanding more out of it. When I get that weird feeling around price, that hesitating feeling, that weird gut feeling, the spidey senses is what I like to call them, I demand a little bit more. I had my limit order resting too, and then I just ended up pulling it. So I wasn't in a rush to get in. No, I don't think so. Alright, we should see these highs go, chat. I'm doing far better. I have 2 months of massive losses, then I had my friend saying it's all probability, and then I started putting way less money in all trades and got way better. I mean, it is all probabilities, but you have to manage risk. If you have massive losses, you weren't managing your risk well. Risk management is tough, man, because everyone wants blanket statements. Everyone wants like a one-size-fits-all answer to risk management, and it's just not like, the deeper you get into trading, the more you realize that's not applicable. It's not how it works. I'm gonna manage risk different than you guys. I'm gonna manage risk different than someone that's new and learning. I know I have edge, and I know what I'm looking for. So, like, for example, on evals, I'm pushing risk as hard as I can to pass as fast as possible. For some people, they might take their time trading evals. They're learning. They're trying to manage risk. If that's the case, your risk management on an eval should be different than mine. Even on funded, I'm pushing risk more because I know I have edge and I know my win rate and I know my R. If you're a much lower win rate trader with higher R, you probably need to risk less because you're going to go on more drawdowns. So you have to know your numbers and you have to know your strat. There's too much nuance to risk management to be like, risk 1% of your account. That's just a lazy take, man. A lazy take. Maybe the amount of time it took before going low. There's a couple of things, bro. I didn't like how we had these highs up here. The 1 hour Sibi. I didn't like how ES had swept out this low and NQ was SMTing it. And then I didn't like the delivery in here. Like the way it was delivering down. It also just started to leave my limit and I was like, I'm not going to chase this because I don't love it. I want to learn about ICT. What should I start with? You can either watch ICT stuff because it's ICT concepts. I just probably explain it much more simplified and digestible. So I recommend my stuff. ICT no rant. But I have a ton of videos on YouTube. ICT no rant and my stuff would be the recommendation. Go through all my YouTube videos. I want you, baby, it's your birthday. She keep texting on my phone, talk about this and that. Trying to pull up on me, I ain't feeling it. Another line, cause I'm feeling it. That's it. Put my money there. When we run these highs out, you guys gotta drop a like on the stream, man. Our draws, our calls on price are money. No one can tell me otherwise, right? I'm not trying to be egotistical, but you gotta just pat yourself on the back, man. We be cooking on stream. Like the biases every day, the draws, our calls on price, the way that we read price, we're doing it at a crazy high level. I don't think you're finding streamers that do this. I mean, we do this every single day, consistently. Trying to come reconnect. Texting on my phone, talking about this and that. Trying to pull up on me, I ain't feeling it. I just poured another line, feeling it. My money there, I be geeked up with my friend. Making money moves. Should see the 1 hour Sibi retracement now, and then from there we might drop back down. Range price, chat. Range day, slow Monday. Protect capital on days like today and then just save it for better days throughout the week. Did you have fun? Cause I'ma need a cat. Play this song every stream. I watch you build on words destroy it. Like a feather. Newly formed 5-minute gap. These highs are cooked. Straight, me baby, I'm too good for you. Chat, if you're in the Discord already, hop in the Discord. Most of you probably are, but I just posted the link to the Discord. If you're not in the Discord already, hop in. We're gonna start live trading on that other app too. I haven't started doing it yet, but that's the plan. But whole week ahead of us, chat. We'll be live every single day, 9:30 a.m. Got all the time in the world. Should see these highs go. Potentially sells off the Sibby. Hi, I'm South Korea ICT trader. That's crazy, man. Watching from South Korea. Appreciate the love, man. Thanks for tuning in. Just see these highs go. Wait, we might have to retrace this leg. See if we come down or not. Na 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 na. I'm gonna text the Trade Cobia CEO right now. Cast my aspirations and ego aside. I just hit him on Discord. See if he wants to do a giveaway. There will definitely be giveaways this week, chat. I'm seeing same setup. Quick liquidity. Yeah, those highs are gonna get ran. If it's not now, it's gonna be soon. We might need to retrace this, but we should run into that 1 hour Sibby. Push people away and have nowhere to confide. Cast my aspirations and ego aside. Sure, how you want to do it. I think I'm gonna run a give you a Nightbot for Tracobia. I don't know if the CEO is gonna hop on the stream or not. I'm trying to see. Chat, you guys want Tracobia? Some Tracobia giveaways? You guys will get free subscriptions to Tracobia. The best trade copier in the game. I mean that. I use it every single day. If I'm promoting anything on stream, chat, let me make this very clear. If I'm promoting anything on stream, I use it myself and I actually enjoy the product. I'm not gonna promote some BS that I don't like or don't use. I won't do it. You should see these highs go. I like this good play. When I get back in time. Do you expect 30594? 30594. Right now? Nah, I don't. Up here, I don't expect that to go today. I would expect, right now I'm just at short-term draw, I'm just looking at, what is this high? 3051650. I'm looking at 3051650 as a draw. When I buy more funded at a time, then you can give away Tradecobia. We'll do more giveaways of Tradecobia in the future too. You could try to play this if you guys want like a tight scout, but the R's just not there. But this 5-minute gap should hold. I'd want to see this 5-minute gap hold. And we should reach for the Sibi now. Just not in a rush to do anything right now. The R doesn't make sense there. NQ is going to run the highs, and it might respect the chat. What do we say? Highs are cooked, man. There you go. Woo! What a push. Dang, chat. It's almost like we know what we're talking about or something. It's almost like we look at charts every day. It's almost like I haven't touched grass. It's almost like I do this too much. And make it obvious with the low resistance liquidity signatures. These always go. The Tory trade signature. Only hit the gym one. She can't get nothing done. We do have that 4-hour Sibi now, yeah. I still get functional. High functional. What was that push? Something must have dropped. Nah, nothing right now. I don't know. Just retracement, I guess. They wanted those highs. Like I said, low resistance liquidity. Crazy, the pull is still 50-50. This is the speed you get through low resistance liquidity. There was no news that dropped, I don't think. Just low resistance liquidity, man. It's cut through like butter. Unless there's something that dropped. I'm trying to see on financial juice. 1105 was the last red folder. There's nothing. Like I said, man, highs get cooked. I'd be surprised if we run up to these highs, honestly. It's possible, but I'm not looking for it. I'm looking for this 1 hour internal to hold. Looking for internal to hold and go lower. We'll see though. We're in the 4-hour Sibi. That should be retracement of this leg and then we go lower, but we'll have to see. Obviously, we need to see price flip. But I knew it would respect that bullish gap. Did it hit it? It didn't even hit it, man. Which bullish gap? This? We didn't even tag it. Unless it did on yes. Nah, we didn't even tag it, man. We swept out these lows. The 4 hour is just rangy. I still feel like this weekly candle needs to put in a low. NQ? What daily gap? That was days ago, brother. That was so long ago. Let's see if we hold these internals. Those highs got, I don't want to say it. No, it's showing on my chart. LOL WTF. Turn on contract adjustment. BH in the bottom right. If you turn contract adjustment off, I mean, even with contract adjustment off, I don't see it. I don't know, man. I don't see any gap. NQ. What about NQ? I don't see any daily gap. Oh, maybe it's on the mini. Nah, there's no daily gap. There's a volume imbalance. That's not a gap to me though. This isn't a fair value gap. It's a volume imbalance. I wouldn't call this a gap though. I argue we swept these lows and then it's just bullish SMT. Type US Tech. CFD. I see markets index CFD. There's nothing on the CFD, bro. There's the volume imbalance. So much motion. Sticks. US Tech. All there is that volume imbalance. I want to see if these internals hold, chat. 60 viewers. You guys could drop a like on the stream, man. That'd be great. Drop a like on the stream. If you guys are new to the stream, we're live every day at 9:30 a.m. We just called these highs getting absolutely fried. No hindsight, man. We do this live on stream every single day. The draws, the biases we give out are money. And I'm literally giving you guys free draws every single day, free biases. You even see my trades live. So if we're not in a trade, we're usually giving you a draw that you can trade. And for those that have been watching the stream, you see the consistency. Like anyone that's been watching, chat, if you've been in the stream, comment yes or no. Are we not giving like crazy accurate biases and trades every day? If you've been in the stream for the last few weeks, comment yes or no. Let's see in the chat. I want to see whether we've been giving consistent draws and consistent callouts basically every day. Like, I don't think we've been offside really. Let's go, Unk. Bro's rooting for the Unk pull. Nah, bro, that's crazy. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. We really do this every day. I've seen winning sauce multiple days. Yes, sir. You can't fake this, man. We do it live every day. Just chart time. Cameraman. US Tech GBE? Bro, you're just showing me a random CFD broker. Okay, you found a gap, bro. Alright, you found a gap. Good job. I look at the futures, though. But yes, on US Tech. But I look at the CME Group futures. Can we trade 5-minute flip to short NASDAQ? I would wait to really see that we want to respect these internals. That's what caused the push up. I mean, like I said, I base all my decisions off the futures contracts. So there's always going to be discrepancies between CFDs and futures. I just chart what I trade. I trade the micros. It's been good to see you back consistently. Appreciate it, man. We're definitely really consistent. This is the most consistent I've been in years. Most consistent I've been in years for sure. We're not stopping. I got Cactus helping me too with the shorts, which is really helpful. So we're clipping the streams and the shorts. I got Cactus doing that. It's my guy. Appreciate you. I don't know if he's in the stream, but I appreciate you, Cactus. I got Thenix in the Discord. I don't know if he's in the stream either, but Thenix is in the Discord helping us get stuff right. You guys are very, very appreciated. Things are growing. I feel things coming together. If you start slipping again, we're gonna have to get you together. Yeah, nah, I'm staying consistent with the streams, bro. I already trade every day. If we start slipping on the short form, it's on Cactus, man, because Cactus is doing my shorts. The daily short forms that go up, those are Cactus is doing those. But I won't start slipping on the streams, that's for sure, because I'm already trading every single day. I should have started streaming live years ago, honestly. I missed a little bit of an opportunity to grow a lot. But I was live trading the Discord for a little bit. We still have the academy stuff. I'm just not live trading the Discord. Now with the academy, you're getting the course, you're getting the model, and then the indicator. So it's a full course on how I trade. It's also a full detailed description of the model that I trade. You get that full model, and then you get the indicator that comes with it. So there's no more live trading in the Discord for the academy, but we're doing it live on YouTube every day. These internals should hold out. Like I said, I don't really want to see these highs go. I still feel like this weekly candle can come lower before we go up this week. But we'll see. If we just rip up, then perhaps that's the low of the... Because we're ultimately submitting to a bullish bias. We're at all-time highs. Like on the weekly, monthly, daily, we ultimately expect to continue higher. We just need to see retracements to go up. So perhaps we retrace this gap, put in the weekly candle low, then go. We'll short off the 1 hour gap. We'll see. Nothing's jumping out to me as like super high probability right now, but we could potentially play a flip back down. So when's the next long form? I don't know. I haven't been doing the long form, so I'm not sure. I don't want to make a promise that I'm not gonna fall through on. So I don't know when the long form's coming. Right now we're just focused on live trading and shorts, building the Discord, building the academy, building the stream. That's why you guys see the Nightbot posting the Discord link below. The Tradecopia CEO said, I'm busy at the moment, I can't join, I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, hop on. Alright, he's gonna hop on the stream tomorrow. So we'll be doing a giveaway with the Tradecopia CEO tomorrow. All right, chat. Tradecopia CEO will be on the stream tomorrow. We'll give away some Tradecopia, the Tradecopia subscriptions. So you'll get a couple people will get free Tradecopia subscriptions. We'll do that tomorrow. Jay from Tradecopia CEO is gonna hop on the stream. Do you still take trades even if lunch is coming up? Yeah, I'll still trade. If price is moving, I'll trade as long as it's a New York session. We're reversing hard. Looks like a buy model to all-time high. For me, the line in the sand right now is this gap, like the internal. If we flip over this internal and hold above, then yeah, we might go straight to all-time high. But I think there is a solid probability that this internal holds. We just come back down lower. Maybe not today, but in general, because I want to see the weekly, like I said, put in a good low. I mean, we're June 1st, right, chat? June 1st. So we ideally want to see this monthly candle come in and put in a decent low before expanding. If that happens, cool. If not, we got to realign. But the most clear high conviction thing today was the draw into these highs. I felt like this was very clear. There just wasn't a good way to get in it. And where would we have gotten in this? Or what? It didn't create a single 5-minute gap until right here, chat. Literally right here. And then the R was like a 1.3 to that, so I'm just good. But that was the most clear high conviction thing today. Did you see how did you see how I was high conviction and confidence in these highs going? This is the type of thing that you want to see before you take a trade. It doesn't always have to be like low resistance highs, but the conviction and where price is going, that's what you want in your draw. I had very high conviction to the point where I put on the chart, these highs are cooked, right? Like obviously I'm doing that for fun, but I had very high conviction to just put that on the chart and be like, they're cooked, right? So you want to see draws like that and have clear high conviction in where it's going to trade. That's like the first filter. If you can't meet that first criteria, that prerequisite, I can't say that word, that prerequisite of having a high conviction draw and where price is going, then you shouldn't trade. And you'll get better and better at it. It takes time. It takes time to learn how to do that. You still take trade. I already answered that. There's a lunch not moving has been over for years. We tend to get nice higher lows made during lunch. I'll trade whenever the model presents itself. Because generally, even if I get in lunch, my stop will be at a good spot, and then we just push through PM. Took a 3-hour flight right to Vegas. Must be grateful to. And the reason he said that confidently because we're bearish all day. We saw higher time frames. It's a couple of things, yeah. We took out lows. We have bullish SMT off the lows. We have clear signatures in here of low resistance liquidity. We have the 1 hour and 4 hour internals that need retracement to act as draw. So all those arguments were for longs. Hence why down here, it's kind of sus about shorting. And then the delivery and the way that we were so choppy. It felt weird, right? When it feels weird to me, it's usually a good indicator that it's not a good, not a great trade. I'm not always 100%. Like sometimes I'll feel weird about a trade and it hits PT, but that's the pros and cons like I talked about earlier in the stream. I'm okay with missing a couple winners based off nuance or discretion. If I choose to pass because I don't like it, I'm okay with missing a winner here or there. Because more often than not, that feeling I get, that discretion, that nuance that tells me to stay out, it usually steers me right. It usually helps me avoid losses. It helps increase my win rate over time. So we very easily could have taken a loss if we just kind of blindly entered, but we lean on the discretion. We're almost done. We're almost done with the coffee. It's almost there. It's only been 2 hours. Hit the 5-minute BC. There's no rush though. No rush, man. No rush. I know it's easy to feel like you want to put on a trade or you want to get in something, but we have the whole week ahead of us, and if things aren't clear and they're not obvious, then I'm not going to get in. I felt like the retracement into the internal was clear though. A wise man once said, if it's both sunny and rainy, dry your laundry indoors. It was you, Simon. You're the wise man. See if we hold this. I need to get in the gym today, chat. We gotta happen. We gotta lift today. Probably lift this afternoon. They only lifted twice last week. We flip here. Should see lower off this internal. Think we flip here, chat, or we respect this 5-minute gap? 54% yes. 40 votes. 54% say yes, I'm Unk. That's crazy. I should have ended the poll when it was at 52% no. 50-minute busy on NASDAQ could be a sticking point. I'll say that, I'll say that, I'll say that, I'll say that. I said to you before, dismiss the poll. You right, you right, you was right. You should have cut it while we were up. We should have taken profit on the poll. We at least should have took a partial. We hit TP1, we didn't even close the poll. Crazy. Now you have to reveal the hairline. You'll see it. You'll see it. I've already had it on stream. It's in the stream already. Cause you're Unk. Yeah. 5-minute busy. I just shaved my head, chat. You wanna see the hairline? I just shaved my head. Unk. I just shaved yesterday. That's the final way to decide if you're Unk or not. Chat, am I skewing the poll? Is it more yes now, or are we? What's the verdict? CEO of the Unks? Alright. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that. Unk final boss. Imagine. Oh nah, that's predator hairline. That's the bald hairline. I told you I'm bald. You must be new to the content, man. Unk for sure. We got 54% yes. Trader Andrew Tate. Yeah. I'll take an Andrew Tate comp. You look like Pep? Who's Pep? You guys want to know who everyone says I look like? Chat, what do you think? This is who everyone says I look like. Hold on. I'm a champion. I'm talking, I hear this. I've heard this probably 10 times. Yes or no? Frenchie is crazy. I hear this dude all the time though. Alex Caruso. Do I look like Alex Caruso? Yes or no? Because I get that all the time. The people who were in my house doing the ceilings, painting the ceilings, and he's like, yo, do you watch the NBA? I'm like, yeah, I used to watch it more, but he's like, you look like Alex Caruso. I'm like, yes. Yeah. I'll show another one. Yeah. Chat, is this me? You could be his dad? Alright, no. Dad is crazy. AI is my guy, Allen Iverson. Real ones know AI before AI, right? We know Allen Iverson, not artificial intelligence. AI is Allen Iverson, chat. It's not artificial intelligence. ICT is unprofitable, by the way. I believe it. I'm sure he is. Doesn't surprise me, because it takes more than just concepts to be profitable. Two things can be true at once. His concepts can give you edge, and he can be unprofitable, because it's more of a testimony to him as a trader. His not AI, but it's more of a testament to his risk management, his discipline. He can be unprofitable as a trader, and the stuff that he teaches can still work because it's fundamental. Oh, Al. Who's the Al? Al Horford? Al is my guy. I was completely reading that as AI. Al Horford? Who's Al? The concepts for sure work, and if anyone wants to... Oh, Alex Caruso. Oh, you just shortened Alex. That's awkward. Dang, I gotta read the room, man. I could have put that together. I could have put that together. What the hell, that's you? Yeah, I get it all the time. It definitely looks like me. We're both bald. Even before we were bald, it looked like me. I used to get it all the time. I had to stop watching him to teach people how to trade on the 1 minute. Concepts for sure work. It's like anything, bro. There's always gonna be people that might come to stream and be like, ICT concepts don't work. ICT is unprofitable. I'm not like blaming Jaime or whatever his name is, but there's always gonna be people like that. And it's like telling you can't dunk. Like if you just dunked the basketball outside and you already dunked and you know you can do it and you have proof that you did it, someone saying it doesn't work is just like, okay, like, all right, how do I have payouts? How am I profitable? How do I have data that shows all of these things? You know what I mean? Like it for sure works, and I can tell you personally that it works. It's not easy, and you have to learn the nuances, and you have to do a lot of repetition of trading. You have to get a lot of data and refine and become a very good risk manager and be very disciplined and just understand price action, but it definitely works. So it's when people say that, it's kind of just like, okay, bro, you can believe the concepts don't work, but the reality is you just haven't put enough time in with them. Because there's a lot of ways to get edge. It doesn't have to just be ICT. It can be with indicators or other price action concepts or order flow, whatever it may be. There's a lot of ways to get edge. You just have to put the work in. So it's very easy to say something doesn't work just because you're not there yet in terms of putting the time in with it. Like I could try to use supply and demand, and then a week later, if I'm not profitable with it, just be like, supply and demand doesn't work. But the truth is, I just haven't put enough time in trading that style. There are 7 same faces in the world. You discovered 3, including I discovered 3. 4 more to search for. Yeah. I closed the charts and I'm in shorts. Now I'll check later if TP's hit. Take care, Bam. Appreciate it, brother. Good luck on the trade, man. I like Laura as well. It should go. Our internal is respecting. 1 hour internal, 4 hour internal. 5 minutes flipping. Looking at the 50-minute Bissies draw. Do we want to fall through all the way to the lows? So that's the question. I don't know about that. SMT at these highs. $15-minute gaps down there, chat. Uncle Fester. It's time to get that baby. I wouldn't be interested in longing this 15 because I feel like we've already retraced this 1 hour. If anything, I want short. If we put in structure like this, we can maybe short to the lows. But it's got to have some intention to do it. Otherwise, we might just mess around. Baby, I got you. Zachy might be getting cooked if this pops up above the high. I don't know where his stop is, but it might do something like that. Let's see. There's a gap right here. Small gap. I don't even know if this is a gap. Barely. Dude, this to me is not even qualified as a gap. If I have to adjust the y-axis like that, I don't want it. But if we flip under this 15-minute Sibi, it should be lower. Right now we're just chilling. Monday, first day of the week. ES is diverging from NASDAQ, throwing me off all morning. It's been weird. It's been a weird morning. Wasn't confident, so I put it on break even, no loss. You just got to see this flip under this, the 15-minute Bissies. That's it. If we flip that, it should be game time for lower. I did get stopped out on break even. 54% yes, I'm Monk. Chat. Because I took my hat off. Battery low, gotta go. See you tomorrow. All right, Retro. See you in tomorrow's stream, brother. Appreciate you tuning in. Does this want to go lower, or are we just gonna chop? Because if we're just gonna chop, I'm not having it. We chopped all morning. We chopped all morning, then we got a little push through the highs, like we talked about. Chopped all morning, then we ran those highs hard. Are we gonna flip this? Flip this busy? So tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow on stream, we'll have the Tradecopia CEO on stream with us, and we will do a giveaway with Tradecopia. So we'll be giving away some Tradecopia subscriptions. So if you guys are running multiple accounts on the trade copier, that's the best trade copier in the game. It's not even close. It's not close, chat. We'll be giving away some free subscriptions to Tradecopia. It'll be on the stream tomorrow. Stay tuned for the stream tomorrow. We'll probably give away some accounts too one of these days. Maybe with funded seat. I have some stuff being worked on for new stream overlays and stuff. Okay, see you later. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it. I just don't have conviction in this wanting to flip with speed. I think there's a better chance that this just kind of messes around now. If we flip below this low with some speed, we can maybe try to short. But other than that, just a slow day. Now we moved a little bit, but really it's just chop all morning and then we pop up into the internal. That's all it is. Deep down, I got a good feeling. If we can get some nice speed to the lows, maybe we can trade back down to here. But should see this 1 hour internal respect and 4 hour internal hold. Ideally, this goes lower here. ES looks weaker too. SMT off the highs. I just don't know how I'd structure this. Like 11 points to the PDL. 4 or 5 years from now, how this will pan out. Deep down, I got a good feeling. See if it flips the 5-minute gaps. Something like that, maybe. Prefer ES. I just don't know if price is going to want to seek these lows right now. That's the thing that's throwing me off about shorting there. Is price really going to want to seek the lows? If we flip to 15, we should come back down. We might see daily gap draw tomorrow. The daily BISI. I'm gonna wait a sec, chat. I wanna see what happens here. We're staying on here for a second. I'm gonna stay on. Let's see what happens here. Slow price, chat. I don't know, man. I don't know if we want to seek these lows if we don't get any speed. It might just chop around. Let's get some speed. Let's get some speed. Let's get some speed. If we were to short to this low, what would it be? It'd be four cons. It'd be something like that. 1 hour internal tag. Solid close under. ES feels weaker. 4 hour civvy tag on NQ. Bearish SMT. Might try this, chat. Might try this, chat. Let's see this close under. We did hit the 15-minute BISI on NQ here. I want to see this actually flip. Like, I want to see a good close under, because there is a chance where this just, right? That's what I'm worried about, is if this wants to hit this BISI and then just kind of chop. So I want to see this have some speed down. Worst case scenario, we could get a little bit tighter on the stop and then just wait for a little bit more to see this wants to close under. Try to model the lows, chat. Do we get PDL today? That's the question, because this might just want to chop around. We do still have 4 hours, 3 p.m. I feel like this should want to go lower. We're stalking, chat. We might actually take some here to the lows. I just don't want to see this pop back up. If it pops back up off this 15 BISI, then I'm good on it. You need to see some speed through these lows. It had its chance to go outside day earlier. That might be a stretch now. We'll see. If this pops up, flips back up, I'm good. Yeah, I'm looking at ES. ES is weaker to me. It's just a matter of if you want to chop or actually move. I'm wondering if we want to take these others. I like this signature as well. 1 hour internal tag, 4 hour internal. Bearish SMT off the highs. Like that. NQ is definitely stronger. But if this pops up off the 15-minute BISI, I'm probably good. Just got to see some speed through the lows. I think I'm gonna take this shot. 43! Not 43! We close right on it. I'm shorting, chat. We're trying this. See if we end the winning streak with this. We're on a nice little win streak. I think we're on a 6-win streak. See if this ends the win streak or what. But either way, we're just waiting for the model. We're waiting for areas that we like shorts. I want to see this come lower for the PDL ideally. We'll see if we can even get it today or not. But basically the logic on the short is 4 hour, 1 hour internal tag, bearish SMT, continuation model to the lows. Playing the 5-minute gap flip. So harmony trend model. That's a continuation model, harmony trend model. We'll see if it wants to follow through. If it doesn't, if we take a loss, it's probably because we're going to chop up. Right, so if we chop up here and we don't actually want to seek lows, then we'll just take the loss. We'll call it a day. That's the beauty of risk management. So we're in 1 hour risk. This is like a C, fringe CB setup. It's not an A, definitely. And I wouldn't say it's like a confident B. It's just a good little trend model back to the lows. And yeah, we just wait for our spots. If we take a loss, we take a loss. But I like this trend. I'll be E here. We can maybe TP that low, or we can TP, or we'll probably full TP PDL. We'll just full TP PDL, chat. Playing the 5-minute flip, use the 1 minute as confirmation to get in. We closed right on it, so I took. Good reaction so far. That's what we want to see, chat. Harmony continuation model to the lows. We're looking for previous day low. That's a good push. Good sell. Technically not a push, but good reaction. This is the beauty of not waiting for the 5-minute close and getting in on that 1 minute confirmation, chat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The big refinement I made in my trading that helped a ton. I was missing moves trying to trade the 5-minute flips and waiting for closes. If this pops back up off the 15, then like I said, we might just chop. But I like that reaction thus far. Is there any 1 hour or 15-minute BISI that we should want to be break even by? I don't see anything, so we'll be around these lows. And like I said, if it chops us up, it chops us up. We're trying to play to this previous day low. If it doesn't want to give us it, it's just price delivery. But I like the draw. Copy didn't execute. I don't know what copy you're using, but trade copy, it never fails me, man. Ever. If your trade copy is failing you, you just set it up wrong. I have no issues and I have so many accounts. What forex you trading? I'm trading futures. S&P 500 micro. Bad wick. You don't want to see this wick above here and flip back up, because then we might chop up. 15-minute BISI on NQ. I like how NQ's trading below it, but I mean, I like how ES is trading below that 15-minute BISI, but NQ's wicking and respecting it. It's not a good sign. We'll see if we end our little win streak or what. If we do take a loss here, I think we just get chopped up, chat. That's all it is. Sometimes it's not avoidable. You're not always going to avoid chop. If you get into price and it starts chopping after, what are you going to do? It's just when it's already choppy, like when you see price like this, there's no reason to get involved with that. That's avoidable. But if you enter in here or there and then it starts chopping, it's not an avoidable thing. We'll see if we get chopped up or if it wants to fall through to PDL, but I don't like that wick. That NASDAQ? I'm in the S&P 500. The one on the right, this is NASDAQ. This is micro NASDAQ, and then this is S&P. Yeah, I don't like this wick, chat. 15-minute BISI's respecting on the NASDAQ. Still want to see this 4-hour SIBI hold though. I like my draw. I feel like I have a good draw here to the lows. Just a matter of if it wants to deliver there or chop. To me. If you guys are new to the stream, man, I'm live every single day at 9:30 a.m. We're currently on a 6-win streak. If this hits stop, it'll end our win streak. But we've been on a little heater here on the streams. We might be due for a little bit. Due for an end of the streak. You're never actually due for anything. I talked about this in the last stream. If I'm flipping a quarter, I'm not due for a heads flip if it hits tails 4 times. It's just probabilities. My buddy's calling me. See if we get chopped up or what. If we do end up hitting stop on the trend model, then we're probably just going to consolidate around, and I'm just going to take my L and call it a day. I'll take the -1R start of the week. Today has not been good. I felt like this was a decent trend model short though. We'll see if it wants to go to PDL. Not. We move until tomorrow. We'll be doing giveaways with Trade Copia CEO tomorrow. Not you hitting decline because you're in the trade. I hit decline because I'm on stream. If I was not stream, I'll pick up. I just texted him and said I'm on stream. He just texted me and said, look at rubric. He just texted me and look at rubric. That's cool. He works at a publicly traded company. I wonder when they IPO'd. This wick is trash, guys. We might get chopped up here. Did rubric just rip today? What is this up today, dude? What a candle. Holy. Claude is IPOing? That's gonna go crazy. He gets a bunch of RSRs, I think. He works at rubric. That thing's ripping. Yeah, bad wick, guys. Bad wick off this 15-minute BISI. We might hit stop. This will end like a 6-trade winning streak. I'm running out of light. I'm running out of love, love, love. Bad wick on NQ. We'll see if we can get back below. I wanted to see this close below the 15-minute BISI. Would have been a good sign. We'll see. This candle doesn't have a high wick. I'm out of love for Yo, and this hit stop will just hop off. -1R for the day. I'm not in a rush. We got the whole week to get back green. Whole week to take some good trades. And we've been on a nice little heater. We took payout alpha futures. The losses are coming. The losing streaks are coming too, chat. So be ready. I've been trying to seed the idea with you guys because I know we've been taking a ton of winning trades lately. We're on a winning streak, so it feels like we're not going to lose. But when you're on those winning streaks, that's when you're the most vulnerable because that's when people size up. They think they figured out the market. They get, you know, too confident. And then boom, they get hit with a string of losses and give back all the profits that they just got off the streak. So it's about holding through the lows and staying confident through the lows and not getting overconfident through the highs. Because you're going to have, you know, all of these highs and lows in your equity curve with the different variants and win streaks and losing streaks. So I'm not too confident over the highs on the winning streaks, and I'm remaining confident through the lows. I graded it a C. It was like fringe CB D-trades. Graded it a C, but I'm still at 1R risk because that's my new minimum on prop now. On an A+ setup though, I'm taking more than 1R risk. I'm gonna push like 1.5, 2R risk. But we haven't had an A+ setup in a minute. Maybe once a month that's gonna happen. So if I say something is an A+ setup and I love it, I'm usually putting more risk on. Exponential bet sizing. You want to skew that equity curve the right way. When you know you have more edge, if you actually have a feel for when you have more edge, you want to be putting more risk on. And if you have no edge, you don't want to be putting risk on at all. If you're minus EV or 0 EV, why are you putting risk on? Yeah, the Claude IPO is going to be crazy. This looks like it's going to hit stop based on this, and I think we're going to get chopped up, chat. Because NQ's bouncing off the 15-minute BISI, unfortunately. I feel like we have the right draw and price action is just choppy. Stock's not at all-time highs yet. Markets are at all-time highs. Let's flip back up. Yo, this thing is ripping. Last 3 days, rubric has been going crazy. This is straight trend up. What is unk meaning? Unk's uncle, yeah. It's like just a terminology. They call people unk. Kind of satirical, but we might be cooked, chat. We might be cooked. Like I said, I think we're gonna get chopped up. It looks like you wanted to see that thing flip the BISI on NQ. Probably gonna chop up. I won't be taking anything after this. It means you're old, basically. Basically, yes. Yeah, I think this is going to stop, chat. The win streak might be over. We are one more. Yeah, we're cooked, chat. GG's. Alright, we'll take our -1R and hop off. It's chopping up. This is definitely cooked. It's just gonna consolidate. Bad push off the 15-minute BISI. I'd rather this, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I would rather this go straight to stop right now and I can hop off versus chop for 4 hours then hit stop. Like, just either, I want this to either take out stop right now or not chop. Because if it's gonna chop for like an hour in here, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then hit stop, that's the worst. I'd rather go straight to stop. If I'm gonna be wrong on a trade, I want to be wrong right away. I want to be right out. The worst trades are the ones that chop then take you out. It's brutal. If you're gonna be wrong and hit stop, you want it to be ASAP. This is choppy stuff, guys. So we ended up getting chopped up most likely. We avoided all this chop, entered into this flip, and then it just started consolidating. This area's previous 4 hour and 12 hour. It's been rejecting. We'll see, man. It's just choppy. Like I said, I'd just rather this either take me out now or fall through lower. I want to either be out or have this fall through. The worst case scenario is you sit and chop for 3 hours, then get stopped. Which only happens occasionally, but when it does, it sucks. Trying to don't feel right. So if this hit stop will be -1R to start the week. Got the whole rest of the week ahead of us. Yeah, this is gone. That ends our winning streak, chat. 6 trade winning streak. We took payout on alpha though, so we capitalized on our nice winning streak there. Unless we SMT right off this little high, but very unlikely. This looks like it's gonna consolidate. SMT of truth right here, chat. SMT of truth. It's not gonna happen. Anytime I put an SMT before an SMT's like this, I always jinx it. SMT of truth. Should I sell when it hits your stop? Yeah, my stop, well, it's a short, so you'd be buying it back. You're closing the trade when it hits stop, yes. You close the position when it hits my stop. Best thing you can do after this, if it's gonna, there it is, I just jinxed it. Best thing you can do if it's gonna consolidate is just hop out. Dude, that sound scared me for a second. It's so loud in my headphones. All right, chat, we took a -1R. We're starting the week -1R. That concludes a 6 trade winning streak. Looks like this is gonna chop around. Yo, that fill sounds scary. It's so loud in my ears. Yeah, it got me too. How do I turn that down? That was so loud. I'm gonna turn it down. I literally like flinched when it when it stopped. I just turned down the sound. It should be better now. Yeah, we just got chopped up, chat. Can't win them all for sure, dude. We're on a win streak. We're due for a low. We're due for a -1R. We avoided the loss earlier. This honestly could have been a 2-loss day. Today's been pretty bad. I'll put it in the journal right now. MES model continuation -1R. Got the whole rest of the week ahead of us to get back. There's no rush to make things back. All good. It did look like it was gonna go down. Yeah, we're just consolidating. Price action today was terrible. We got a decent fall through off this, then we hit the 50-minute BISI and just spot up. So it's gonna trade like this most likely, chat. I am not taking anything else today because we're gonna range. On to tomorrow. Take previous day high and new all-time high during Asia as a sign. Yeah, it was bad. Bad session. Fine with a -1R on that. I feel like that was a decent short. It's gonna literally consolidate like this. Probably for the rest of the session, most likely. Unless it wants to flip this and really push back up, but tough price today. Yeah, I felt like today was more tricky. I took a loss too choppy. Yeah, we avoided a loss earlier in the morning through this chop. Just very choppy price. Like I said, we've been on a little bit of a heater too. Like probably the last 6 or 7 streams we've been green every day, so kind of due for something to hit stop eventually. Just probabilities, man. You're not actually due for anything, but you know what I mean. Distribution of wins and losses. Worst thing you can do now is try to make it back in this chop. Just wear it on the chin. You got to be able to wear the losses on the chin. Really a -1R. We'll get it back tomorrow or the next day, later this week. It's going to consolidate in this range. Average Monday, pretty much. Mondays are trash. Pretty much. This is the first red day in a while. I'm not going to force anything. Yeah, Mondays are probably my worst day. Just because price action is generally bad. But yeah, I'm fine with that loss. I feel like that was a C setup. It's worthy of risk. Probably consolidate rest of session and we'll just avoid that. I'm not going to try and put something on. Like I said, the question was if this is going to want to actually move to the lows and seek the lows or just consolidate. It looks like we're just going to chop. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do a giveaway with the CEO of Tradecopia tomorrow. We'll give away some Tradecopia subscriptions to some people on stream. Other than that, yeah, we're closing out -1R today. First red day in a while. Just really bad price. I mean, we literally chopped all morning. Then we pushed up into the internal retracement and then looked like we were going to come seek the lows again and it's just chopped again. So just bad Monday price action. That's all it is. No 1080p, hard to see. Fix the settings. It's 1080p for sure. You got to change your settings. Put on the highest stream quality. Because it should look high quality. You probably have it on like 480 in your settings or something like that. We'll throw this in the journal. I'm gonna screenshot it right now. We had SMT off the highs. We had the 4-hour SIBI, the 1-hour SIBI SMT off the highs, and the 5-minute inversion. That's like bread and butter setup. I graded a C, but as a solid setup, I'm literally fine with that trade. New York AM. Yes. We'll journal it. Hamp. I think it's gonna chop. Probably chop the rest of the day, chat. But alright. I'm gonna call it for today. I'm not gonna take anything else. We'll wear the red on the chin. -1R. First red day in a minute. But alright, chat. Have a good rest of your day. We will be back tomorrow, like I said, live with Tradecopia CEO. Do some giveaways for the copier. And I appreciate you guys, man. We'll keep it pushing. We wear it on the chin, man. That's it. Have a good rest of your day, guys.